Good day, everyone. I am Jeremy R. A. Arquillas. I am here with my group mates uh, to discuss or to tackle about the managing and caring for the self, especially physical, psychological care in understanding the self. But first, here are the learning objectives of the topic. First is to know the concept of self-care. Second is to determine the types and the domain of self-care. And third is to know the importance of self-care. And lastly, to know the psychological self-care in positive emotions. So first, what is self-care? So, in definition, self-care is what people do for themselves to establish and maintain health and to prevent and deal with illness. So, it is a proper practice of self that uh, you do every day to prevent any diseases that will that will that you will encounter in your physical, emotional, and physical, or rather mental. It is a broad concept that will tackle about the hygiene, which is personal hygiene or general hygiene, and more is nutrition. So typically the type or the quality of food that you eaten, or it is, let's just say, it is a nutritious or more abundance of vitamins that we can gain. So also lifestyle, so engaging social recreational activities such as sporting activities, leisures, and also environmental factors, which is the living conditions or social habits. So in the socio-economic factors, which is your income level, so it can also affect your self-care. Also in cultural beliefs and self-medication. So also, it is a multi-dimensional, multifaceted process of purposeful engagement in strategies that promote healthy functioning and enhance well-being. Why is self-care important? So self-care is important because we are dealing this in every day in our life. So uh, some will some will judge you definitely, and some will they define you yourself or what they can saw on you, so therefore they will judge you, and it may affect you. So first is reducing anxiety and depression. So if you are having a healthy self-care, so it can reduce your anxiety and depression, so you are remain healthy and happy, so you are being belong to well-being. So second is reducing stress and improving resilience. So definitely, if you're having a healthy self-care, you can reduce stress. You can be more flexible to any work to do that what makes you happy. So improving happiness. And third is increasing energy. So when you are healthy in self-care, not just um, physically but mentally, so you can cope up with those other persons or other in the society to be happy. And second, and others is reducing burnouts. So reducing burnouts, so it will be lessen your stress, and it will be you will be more productive in your works and stronger interpersonal relationships. So uh, just what I have said, it is more engaging to interpersonal aspects or others relationships such as your friends and families, definitely. So types of self-care. First is physical self-care. So um, definitely you need to take care of your body. So if you want it to run efficiently. So with the relation in your mind and your body, between your body, uh, you can feel better to do or to, let's say, to maintain your physically fit. So, to refueling your body, na you can concern it that you are physically healthy. So, you can be assessed by how much sleep that you get or how much physical activity did you engage uh, in the society. Just other thing that is a mga assessments that you will know that you are a physical healthy. Just in 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 overall, in physical self-care, it is your physical physique or your body. How will you maintain it? So if you are healthy, then you are physically fit. Mental self-care. So to know mental self-care is uh, it is you can think sharply and think more positivity. So that is the importance of mental self-care. So how will you enhance or develop your self-care? By solving problems such as puzzles, taking math solutions to enhance or to maintain your sharpness of your brain. Social self-care. So social self-care is the key to self-care. It is because it is hard time to make for friends and it's easy to neglect your relationship with life gets busy. So social self-care, it is talking more about how you can cope up socially in your community. Just for example, how are you get along to your friends, to your neighbors, especially to your loved ones. So not just your loved ones, but the people in the society. So how will you deal with them? So you can define healthy social self-care if you engage them. So example is you are friendly, you have you can interact easily to them by not having negative issues or negative feelings towards with them. Spiritual self-care. So generally, it is a healthier lifestyle. So it doesn't have to be involved in religion if you are doing self-care, but involve anything that helps you develop a deeper sense of meaning, understanding, or connection with the universe. So uh, it is more, especially more on finding your inner peace. So you are doing good things in accordance of what you have been believed. So that is spiritual self-care. Lastly, emotional self-care. So emotional self-care, it is important to have a healthy coping skills to deal with uncomfortable emotions such as anger, anxiety, and sadness. Emotional self-care may include activities that helps you acknowledge and express your feelings regularly and safely. So positive emotional self-care is you interact or you respond to your emotions in the right place, in the right order. Just for example, you get angry when it is in a bad situation because other people can't be defined or you can't understand them because uh, you doing good you are doing good, but in the for them, in the eyes, for their eyes, that is bad. So that is not a positive emotional self-care. So it's just a being negative to your emotionals. So you did not put your emotional will in your emotional in accordance on your emotions. The seven pillars of self-care, or the seven domain of self-care. So these seven pillars is talking more about or tackling about the self-awareness. So you are aware in response to your self-care. So first is health literacy. So health literacy includes the capacity of individuals to obtain, process, and understand basic health information and services needed to make appropriate health decisions. So it is you are more aware on your basic health information. So you are maintaining your health. Just go to regular checkups. So that is the example of health literacy. So second is mental well-being. So mental well-being is being also it is mostly aware on your body or physique. So it includes knowing your body mass index, your levels of blood pressure, uh, your cholesterol level, and you are more engaging in health screening. So third is physical activity. So physical activity, practicing moderate intensity physical activity. So you are more engaging on the outdoor activities or extracurricular or recreational activities such as walking, cycling, or participating in sport at your desired. So in physical activity, you are maintaining your body through body movements. So the toxins or toxics in your body, you release it via body movement. So you can release body toxics through your sweats. So it also important to our body that we have body movement in order to our joints will be functional. So fourth is healthy eating. So it includes having a nutritious foods, balanced diet with appropriate levels of calorie intake. So healthy eating. So you are following some eating guidelines to prevent to be obese or to prevent to increase and to increase your weight. So when you are healthy eating, it doesn't mean that you are eating what is right. So let's just say you can eat what you desired, such as containing food containing fats, food containing cholesterols, food containing sugars, or let's just say foods that it is not worth to eat, but you can eat it by moderate. So consume it moderately. So healthy eating is corresponding to your happy eating. So fifth is the risk avoidance or mitigation. It includes quitting tobacco, limiting alcohol use, getting vaccinated, practicing safe sex, using sunscreens. So it is your side activities in your life. So mostly examples are more on your human vices. So if you can quit tobacco, you can intake it moderately, but for my advice, it is good to quit tobacco because there is nothing or there is no meaning in staying intake of tobacco. So limiting alcohol. So we should limit our alcohol intake because our body also needs alcohol to function it well. So some others says it will increase your um, blood more on regular on your heartbeat. So it is like that, the risk avoidance or mitigation. So good hygiene. So good hygiene includes washing hands regularly, brushing teeth, and washing foods. So in this good hygiene, it is more basic. So when we are too young, we understand what is a good hygiene. So being fresh every day, that is the proper definition of good hygiene. So rational and responsible use of products and services, diagnostics and medicines. It includes being aware of dangers and using responsibly when necessary. So if you can avoid on dangers, then you should avoid it, so it will not affect your self-care.
Managing stress. Everyone experiences stress. Sometimes it can help you focus and get the task at hand done. But when stress is frequent and intense, it can strain your body and make it impossible to function. Finding effective ways to deal is crucial to living well. So, how stress affects you? Stress affects your entire body, mentally as well as physically. Some common signs include headaches, trouble sleeping, jaw pain, changes in appetite, frequent mood swings, difficulty concentrating, and feeling overwhelmed. When experiencing long-term stress, your brain is exposed to increased levels of a hormone called cortisol. This exposure weakens your immune system, making it easier for you to get sick. Stress can contribute to worsening symptoms of your mental illness. For example, in schizophrenia, it can encourage hallucinations and delusions, while in bipolar disorder, it can trigger episode of both mania and depression. Knowing what situation cause it is the first step in coping this very common experience. When you are most vulnerable to stress, people are most susceptible to stress when they are not getting enough sleep, not having a network of support, experiencing a major life change such as moving, the death of loved one, starting a new job, having a child or getting married, experiencing poor physical health, and not eating well. Everyone has his own threshold. Certain things that may upset you, certain things that may upset you out might not even make one of your friends rise in eyebrow. Some people are affected when they experience large crowds and noisy environments, while others react to silent and free time. So, ways to reduce stress. Developing a personalized approach to reduction stress can help you manage your mental health condition and improve your quality of life. Once you've learned what your triggers are, experiment with coping strategies. Some common ones include accept your needs. So, recognize what your triggers are. What situation make you feel physically and mentally agitated. Once you know this, you can avoid them when it's reasonable to cope with when you can. Next is manage your time. Prioritizing your activities can help you use your time well. Making a day-to-day schedule helps ensure you don't feel overwhelmed by everyday tasks and deadlines. Practice relaxation. So, deep breathing, meditation, and progress muscle relaxation are good ways to calm yourself. Taking a break to focus can have benefits beyond the immediate moment. Next is exercise daily. Schedule time to walk outside, bike, or join a dance class. Whatever you do, make sure it's fun. Daily exercise naturally produces stress, relieving hormones in your body and improves your overall physical health. Next is set aside time for yourself. Schedule something that makes you feel good. It might be reading a book, go to the movies, get a massage, or take your dog for a walk. Next is eat well. Eating unprocessed foods like whole grains, vegetables, and fresh fruit is the foundation for healthy body and mind. Eating well can also help stabilize your mood. Next is get enough sleep. Symptoms of some mental health condition like mania and bipolar disorder can be triggered by getting too little sleep. So we need to get enough sleep to avoid bipolar disorder. So next is avoid alcohol and drugs. They don't actually reduce stress. In fact, they often worsen If you are struggling with substance abuse, educate yourself and get help. Next is talk to someone, whether to friends, family, a counselor, or support group. Airing out and talking can help. Consider attending a NAMI Connection, recovery support group.
Proper sleep. A proper sleep is just as important as regular exercise and a healthy diet. Research shows that a poor sleep has immediate negative effects on your hormones, trusted exercise performance, and brain function. It can also weight gain and increase disease risk in both adults and children. In contrast, a good sleep can help you eat less, exercise better, and be healthier. Over the past few decades, both sleep quality and quantity has declined. In fact, many people regularly get proper sleep. If you want to optimize your health or lose weight, getting a good night's sleep is one of the most important things you can do. So this is the reason why sleep is important. Reason 1. Help brain function. Reason 2. Keep emotion in check. Reason 3. Reduce disease risk. Reason 4. Keeps weight under control. So this is the benefits of getting full night's sleep. Sleep can boost your immune system. Gaining sleep can help prevent weight gain. Sleep can strengthen your heart. Better sleep or better mood. Sleep can increase productivity. Lack of sleep can be dangerous. Sleep can increase exercise performance. Sleep can improve memory. This is the table on how you sleep based on your age. Preschool, 3 to 5 years old, is needed a 10 to 13 hours per day. School age 6 to 12 years old is needed sleep 9 to 12 hours per day. Teenager 13 to 18 years old, 8 to 10 hours per day. Adult 18 to 60 years old, 7 or more hours per night.
My name is Kent Emmanuel Requinto Farrellen. My topic is about nutrition. Nutrition is about eating a healthy food and balanced diet. Food provides energy and nutrients to be healthy, such as protein, fat, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals, also water. Our body needs all the nutrients in adequate amount and in current proportions to work and make healthy body cells can be called as a balanced nutrition. A well-balanced diet can include the five basic food groups. The first one is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, which is the main source of energy for the body. The best example that we always eat every day is rice and bread that baked or made from rye. The second one is protein. Protein helps us in our growth and development. The example food that has a rich in protein are dal, non-vegetables, fishes, and seeds. The third one is milk and milk products. Milk are essential for building of bones as it has a high in calcium and also high in vitamin D, vitamin A, and protein. The fourth one is fruits and vegetables, which provides us a vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Also can be called protective food as it helps us to fight infections and improve our immune system. The fifth and last one is fats and oil. Some fats are important to our body. It plays a vital role in various functions, and just use it or take it in a minimum amount. We practice to eat this kind of food in our daily life. Eating anything exists or less is not a good practice and eat the right amount of calories based, in, based on your height and weight. There are some simple steps that can be followed to maintain your body weight and stay healthy body. The first step is learn to eat when you're physically hungry and stop when you're full. The second step is replace unhealthy snacks with healthier food like vegetables and fruits. The third one and last is drink a plenty of water. Limit intake of sugary drinks and carbonated drinks. And in addition, limit also to intake of processed food and packaged foods. Okay? Foods is a basic necessity of life. It helps us to stay healthy and be active. Unhealthy food habits like starving yourself, not knowing what you eat is overeating, and eating more junk foods, not drinking enough water, drinking sugary and carbonated drinks regularly, irregular food timings, and late night dinner can increase the risk of health problems. We should try to avoid those things so that we can be still in a healthy body. And don't forget to apply or practice eating those foods on or that are in five basic food groups. We should maintain our body in healthy proportion or scenario. That's all. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kid Jason Baya and I'm gonna talk about more care of the self. It's so important to make sure you take good care of your body, mind, and soul every day. Not just when you get sick. Learning how to eat right, reduce stress, exercise regularly, and take a time out when you need it are a touchstones of self-care and can help you stay healthy, happy, and resilient. Sometimes it often fail to care oneself. Practicing to care the self isn't always easy. Most individuals are crazy busy, have stressful jobs, or are too consumed with technology to make time for themselves, and there and sometimes they don't have much time to take their selves or of the self. So how to engage in caring the self more? How to engage caring the self more? Fortunately, there are many things that we can we can do or can be done to engage in caring the self. A person should do is to read about self-care strategies, join self-care programs, or work with a coach or a therapist that can help support the progress of taking the self. No matter what are chosen, the goal is to figure out which taking more care of the self strategies work best for someone and implement them in a regular routine so one can boost one's well-being not only today but forever. So there are ways to take more care of the self. So first is the most common one is make sleep part of this routine. So we all know that we humans need to sleep. So sleep can have a huge effect on how you feel both emotionally and physically. So if you have a good sleep or you have a time and more time on sleeping, it can boost your your can boost the way you the way you the way or the way you think or doing, and it can boost also your energy. So second is take care of yourself by taking care of your gut also. I'm not gonna proceed that, so let's proceed to the third. Exercise daily as part of your self-care routine. So we all know that exercise is good for us. So but do we really know how good it is? Oh, actually we all know that exercise is good to our body, mind, and soul. So actually exercise is one of the most common when it comes to taking the self. And proceed to the fourth is eat right or healthy foods. Eat right and eat healthy foods for carrying the self. The food we eat has the potential to either keep us healthy or contribute weight gain or diseases. Actually, there are types of food that can help us and bad to our body. So choose the healthy food, healthy ones, so for carrying the self, and avoid the bad food that can give you diseases. The fifth way is take a break by getting outside. So spending time outside can help you reduce stress, lower your blood pressure, and live in the moment. So you should need to take vacation with your family or do some outside hobby, hiking, or anything that can make recreation activities. It's actually good when you are spending more time on your family. So there are a lot of ways to take more care of the self, and taking more care of the self is important, and it has a lot of benefits to our body, mind, and soul. And that's all for more care of the self. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I am Carmen de Alcantara, and I am here to tackle about the psychological positive emotions. So, what is positive emotions? Positive emotions are emotions that we typically find pleasurable to experience. For example, it is the happiness, excitement, joy, hope, and inspiration. Leading with positive emotions. Positive emotions undo negative emotions. Positive emotions fuel resilience, and positive positive emotions broaden thinking and build resources. Positive emotions undo negative emotions. The favored undoing explanation suggests that positive emotions have a unique ability to speed recovery from negative emotions, and that this effect of positive emotions only surfaces within the context of negative emotional arousal. So, positive emotions undo negative emotions. We experience negative emotions, which is normal, but negative emotions have important functions. For example, anger promotes seeking justice, yet negative emotions produce irritability and increase heart rate and blood pressure. Positive emotions helps to undo after effects of negative emotions like joy. Developing positive emotions speeds the return of cardiovascular normalcy. So as you can see in the picture in my presentation, as the lady felt amusement, uh, it affects her in positive way, same as on contentment. But in no emotion and sadness, they both felt um, they both felt the negative impact. So next is positive emotion fuel resilience. In part because positive emotions speed recovery from negative emotions, they also fuel resilient coping. So positive emotions fuel resilience. There is a study that resilient people are more likely to experience positive emotions in the time of problems compared to those who are less resilient. Number last is positive emotions broaden thinking and build resources. The broaden and build theory posits the positive emotions broaden people's mindsets, encouraging them to discover novel lines of thought or actions. So, it broadens people's mindset and increase in personal resources. For instance, if a person discovers new ideas and actions, they build their physical, intellectual, social, psychological resources. For example, if we play, it builds our physical, socio-emotional, intellectual skills and fuels brain development. So by broadening people's mindsets, positive emotions build durable personal resources that function as reserves to be drawn on during later trying times. And that's all.
Hi, I'm Ethan Gabriel Francisco, and I'm going to talk about psychological positive emotions. Positive emotions are pleasant responses to our environment that are more complex and target than simple sensation. Positive emotion include pleasant or desirable situation responses, ranging from interest and contentment to love and joy, but are distinct from pleasurable sensation and undifferentiated positive effect. These emotions are marks of people's overall well-being or happiness, but they also enhance future growth and success. The broaden and build theory of positive emotions. The psychological broadening sparked by one positive emotion can increase an individual's receptiveness to subsequent pleasant or meaningful events, increasing the odds that the individual will find positive meaning in these subsequent events and experience additional positive emotion. This theory helps you see how positive emotions are critical to thrive in everyday life. Positive emotions help you broaden your perspective and experience. They can also build important skills and relation crucial to optimize performance. All positive emotions lead to broaden repre- repertories of thoughts and actions that broadening helps you build resources that contribute to future success. Unlike negative emotion, which are adapted to provide a rapid response to a facial threat, positive emotions occur in safe or controllable situations and lead more diffusely to seeking new resources or consolidating gains. Benefits of positive emotions. First, enhance performance. Positive emotion can help you be more creative if you ever been stuck trying to solve a problem for a long time. Positive emotion can help you get outside the box and think more creatively about how to come up with a solution. Positive emotion can make you more open to new ideas, opportunities, and challenges. You often experience this emotion throughout the process of learning something new or developing a new skill. Second, help you calm down. Think about the last time you felt really angry. What happened? Your heart rate speed up. Positive emotion can help you bring your body back down to baseline quicker after you experience the physical impact of negative emotions. Positive emotions are important to help you stay energized. Third, build resilience. Positive emotion put money in your stress coping ba- bank. If you find ways to experience a little goodness or better days each day, you can stay more robust in the face of challenge when they arise. It is also enables you to develop mechanism for protection against experience that could be overwhelming, helps you to maintain balance in your lives during difficulty or stressful periods, and can also protect you from the development of some mental health difficulties or issues. A healthy diet of positive emotion helps buffer against stress so you can effectively handle adversity. Fourth, develop new relationships. Have you ever walked into a room where everyone is laughing and you started laughing too, even you didn't know what they are laughing about, or talking to them and sharing some common goals. Positive emotions are contagious. They help bring more together. When you experience positive emotions, you are more open to other people, but it is also helps other people to become more open to you. It also leads to people for diverse background and varied expertise come together on a common platform, exchange ideas, and reach the best possible solution and strategies. Lastly, strengthen your current relationship. Other people matter when it comes to positive emotion. Think about what brings you joy, love, and contentment. It is spending a few interrupted minutes with your kids playing on the floor, sharing a funny video with a teammate over coffee, going for a walk after din- dinner with your partner. Other people can also be a source of positive emotions for you, but sharing positive emotion is critical for a strong relationship too. Every relationship is different. While there is no definite magic number, some researchers suggest the thriving relationship have a 5:1 ratio of time experience positive emotion to negative emotions. Ways to increase positive emotions. First, identify and track your positive emotion. Name the positive emotion you are already familiar with, the ones you have experienced in your daily life. Make a list. Add new emotion as you notice them. Now, look at your list. Think about which activity, situation, or people are involved when you tend to feel each emotions. You also can look over your list of emotions at the end of the day and write down when you felt different positive emotions. Tracking positive emotion helps be more aware of positive feelings we already experience and the situation or activities that bring them. Second, focus on a specific positive emotion and act to increase it. Let's say you choose confidence. What helps you feel confident? How you can get more of that feeling? You might give yourself a yes I can, or maybe you stand up straight and practice walking through the halls in a confident way. Feeling strong and powerful. Positive emotion feels good and they good for you. Pay attention to these powerful tools and find ways to make time for them in your daily life. Lastly, use a positive treasure chest to give yourself a boost. Sometimes we forget the way back to feel positive. We might need a reminder that can lead us back to a happier emotional place. That is when a positive box is really helpful. A positive box is a collection of reminders, positive experience we have. These reminders bring back the feeling associated with the good moments in our lives, our strength, joys, and accomplishment. The fun we have as the books or music that we meaning have meaning for us, the people who are important to us. Example of these are photos or other souvenirs of great times. A gift someone gave you, awards that remind you an accomplishment, cards on notes from special people in your life, and also favorite inspirational quotes and songs.